guys, Alan for the Mind Body Project. Welcome back. I can't even speak properly. So it's day number 6 of 10 top problems of having depression and what to do about it. So this is from the Mind Body Project perspective. So this is day number 6. Right. Number 6, sadness. So experiencing sadness. So one of the things, it may be from an event, it may be from food you're eating, it may be from relationship issues. I don't know. Yeah, but that's one of the things that which people are going to be experiencing. Yeah, sadness. Yeah, that emotion, low mood. So what to do about that? Now, what I would do, first of all, again, is going to mindset. And I would, thinking about it from mind-body perspective, I'm looking at releasing negative emotions. So I'll be looking at doing that, those negative emotions. If they've been going on for a long period of time. If there's a legitimate reason or an appropriate reason why someone would be feeling sad, then I'm going to give them an opportunity to deal with that. Because if, for example, someone's died, or if you're grieving about something, then it's an appropriate response to actually have. It's not inappropriate. So it depends on, for me, it depends on if it's inappropriate or inappropriate. If something's been going on and it's dragging someone down 10 years later, then let's deal with it. We'll deal with it. If it's again an incident's happened in the past and it's like you're trying to deal with it, I mean, you may want to go through counselling to deal with it. You may want to talk about it with someone. I have a problem with constantly talking about the same thing though, because you're accessing that same state over and over and over again, and you're going to hardwire it. So it's good to say things once, get someone that you trust or a group that you trust, and maybe have a team that's dealing with it with you. But when it comes to, you've got to understand, if you constantly do something, you get better at it. Your brain is trained that way. So if you are constantly accessing a negative state, then you will become better at it. You'll become better and better and better at it. Yeah, it's like a cobweb. So if one cobweb comes along from a spider, then you can easily just snap it. Yeah, but if it goes like that, it's a lot harder to break that same cobweb. Yeah, because it's getting hardwired to brain, and it's easier for you to access. And then what will happen after that, what may happen, is you overgeneralize it. So then you look at situations, and then that makes you feel sad, and then that makes you feel sad, then that makes you feel sad, and it was from one specific incident. But all of a sudden you've overgeneralized it, and then you may look at your partner. You may look at your partner and they make you feel sad. So you've anchored all of those things to sadness, which usually happens. So I would be looking at releasing the negative emotions, but so you just got to be mindful that you don't want to be repeating that same state over and over again. I don't want to be talking about it over and over and over and over and over and over again, because you're going to make it worse. Unfortunately, you do. You make it worse. And sometimes I like where I can do things is I don't have to have content. In other words, you don't have to sit there and tell me that. In fact, I prefer it if you don't, because I don't need to know the details of the thing that's maybe troubling you, or the traumatic thing that you've had. I think once you've been through it once, that's enough. Let's not relive it over and over and over again. You don't need to, because all you're going to have is you're going to have a picture, and you're going to have feelings. You may have sounds associated to it. I don't need to know what's in that picture. You didn't need to describe that to me. and we can still deal with the problem, because rather than dealing with the content and talking about the issue, we can now deal with just the process. Move the picture this way, change the color, rewind the image, white out the screen, put a clown in the background, or put Mickey Mouse in the background, make it funnier, because your brain encodes all your memories, but you can change them if you want to, or you can make them funnier, or you can even make good images more motivational or happier by changing the color. So you have that ability to do that. You just need some training in it. So that's what I'll essentially do. But there's a technique called timeline therapy, which I use. I've got another course on that, removing negative emotions with timeline techniques. So that's releasing anger, sadness, fear, guilt. So releasing those emotions, and it's a process that I've learned. It's a very powerful process. When I learned that on my course, I changed everything. It's a game changer. So that, and you can do that pretty quickly as well, releasing the negative emotions, the specific techniques, so look it up. But that's essentially what I would use to release the sadness. And it's about then, again, that's all to do with mindset. It's all mindset and techniques. And then it's about, when you've done that, when you've released those negative emotions, it's not just about releasing the negative emotions. It's about then, hey, let's have a generative change, and let's then put in really good and empowering emotions in there. Let's train you how to feel good. Let's teach you that if you want to feel good in the future or now, let's do some little bit of exercise. Let's eat certain foods. Yeah, let's do some breathing techniques. Let's show you how to do mindfulness. Let's show you how to feel good without having alcohol or smoking or drugs or whatever pills. Let's show you how to do it naturally. Let's show you how to do that. So it's releasing the negative emotions and then showing you and letting you build habits and skills so you can actually feel really good and then start enjoying your life. It's about putting you in an empowering state.